Alright, before we go an inch further, something I'd like to share with y'all. I was originally considering going through this room using the stopwatch on the Eagle and Fleamen room. But I decided, you know what? After a 9-year drought of having done this, fucking hell, I'm just gonna do it right here and prove that it is possible. And it wasn't perfect, but I did get through without taking any damage at all. So for this stage, we're going to be rating the stage itself as well as the boss. First up is the stage. I give the stage a 10 out of 10. It's just that plain and simple. The first room, if I told you I got through that room on my first try, you would have to say, you gotta be joking, mate. Well, guess what? I did. And I couldn't ask for anything better than that. I mean, the one thing I regret doing is missing the stopwatch, but the rest is history. There's nothing I can do about it, and I'm very happy to have gotten through there for the second time in my life without using that blasted stopwatch. But it goes, aside from that though, that first room I got through on the first try. The Phantom Bats, as you see, they shoot the fireballs, and he can shoot the fireballs in stage 1 as well when you fight him. They still take 8 hits to kill each of them. But in stage 1, it's not as often that you'll see them shoot the fireballs. It's extremely rare, and everything needs to fall just right. Sometimes the fireball can be fired in such a way that it is impossible for you to jump over it or dodge underneath it. So you're going to take a hit either way, and you have to start over. Fortunately, due to it being my first try, it wasn't an issue. So next up, you have the skeletons that throw the bones, which are completely random. Movements, I almost like to think of them as Hammer Brothers. They're almost exactly the same. Movements are pretty much the same every time you do it, depending on where you are, how close you are to them. But the bones are random. And after that, immediately, Eagles and Fleamen. You're pretty much asking for the worst possible case scenario by doing what I did, and by sheer luck you can get through there without stopping, but you need immense luck from the Fleamen. Now on to the Dracula battle. I give the Dracula battle a 3 out of 10. It mostly comes with the first form. You need to be on your toes as far as on the keys or the buttons on the D-pad or whatever. And you can hit him twice per pass, but I wasn't opting for that at all, as the timing is extremely tight, and I figured I'm not speedrunning the bosses, I'm only doing the stage, so I'll do it safe and surely. And you need to make sure that you're on the ground when he fires, because otherwise, as you saw at the beginning, when I got 2 hits in, so I only had to do 15 rounds instead of 16, he will fire the fireballs directly at you. I can't tell you the amount of times in this video I've said fireballs or fire or any of that. Having to do that 16 times with unpredictability as to where he's going to spawn is a big issue. Generally, he'll either spawn on top of you or nowhere near you. Sometimes he can be a quarter of the screen away from you, but it's not as often. If he's nowhere close to you, you have to get as close to him as possible before he disappears and whip. And when he spawns on top of you, you need to move in the direction that he is facing. If you move in the opposite direction, if you move towards him and try to get out of the way the other way, it's not going to work. You need to go in the direction that he is facing. Second form honestly isn't too bad. It's random as to whether you'll be able to get 2 or 4 hits on him per pass, but once you get him to one end of the screen, crouch, and he'll always do a high jump no matter what. I had some mistakes on the second form of Dracula, but it was due to either sheer stupidity or greed on itself. So it's honestly not bad. 3 out of 10 for Dracula. However, we're not done with the video just yet. You wouldn't think we'd be done with the video without showing the ending, would you? So, I decided to save the ending for y'all so you can see what the end of the game looks like. I'll see you guys in Castlevania 3.